At last, they reached the sacred clearing, bathed in the silver light of the full moon. Stars adorned the velvet sky, casting a spell of wonder over the land. Ejike and Oge stood in awe, their hearts beating in unison as they awaited the moment foretold. The sun rose over the village of Umuagu, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. The villagers stirred to life, starting their daily routines. In one corner of the village, Ejike woke up with a sense of purpose. The presence of Oge in his life had brought him a new kind of joy, one he hadn't felt in years. He was eager to start his day, knowing that he would see her soon, as she usually wakes up before him to prepare for the market. As Ejike prepared for the day's work, he reflected on the transformation he had undergone since meeting Oge. The shadows of his past insecurities had started to fade, replaced by the warmth of Oge's acceptance and love. Despite the whispers that still echoed through the village, Ejike felt a renewed strength. Oge, too, was waking up with a smile on her face every time. Her life had taken a turn for the better since she met Ejike. She admired his resilience and found solace in his company. As she made her way to the marketplace, she couldn't help but feel a deep connection to the village that had become her new home. The two met at the village square, their eyes meeting with a shared understanding. They greeted each other warmly, ready to face the day together. Little did they know, the coming days would test their bond and bring new challenges that neither had anticipated. Life in Umuagu flowed gently after Oge and Ejike found solace in each other's embrace. Their love grew with each passing day, weaving a tapestry of warmth and understanding. Yet beneath their joy, an unspoken yearning lingered. Oge's heart ached as time slipped by without the patter of tiny feet in their home. The absence of a child began to cast a shadow over her joy. She watched children play in the village square, their laughter a bittersweet melody. Despite Ejike's reassuring presence, a cloud of sadness hovered over her spirit. One evening, as they sat by the riverbank where they often sought solace, Oge broached the subject that weighed heavily on her mind. "Ejike, my love," she began, her voice soft with emotion. "I cannot shake this feeling of emptiness. I long for a child of our own to fill our home with laughter and love." Ejike took her hand in his eyes reflecting her sorrow. "Oge, you know I share your longing. I would move mountains to bring you joy. Let us seek help once more, together." Determined to find a solution, the next day, Ejike and Oge embarked on a journey that took them across distant lands and realms of ancient wisdom. They sought out healers and seers, each promising a remedy to their plight. Yet, hope dwindled with each failed attempt. It was during their darkest hour that fate led them to Baba Obasi, a revered elder known for his profound connection to the spirits and the mysteries of life. His presence exuded a quiet strength, and his eyes held the wisdom of ages. Baba Obasi listened to their tale with a knowing gaze, his weathered hands tracing patterns in the air. "Ejike, Oge," he spoke at last, his voice carrying the weight of certainty. "Your path is intertwined with the forces beyond our understanding, but fear not, for the gods have whispered to me." Under the canopy of stars, Baba Obasi revealed the prophecy that had been woven into the fabric of their lives. He spoke of Ejike's condition as a gift bestowed upon him by the gods, a mark of destiny that held both blessing and trial. But there was a path forward. "Ejike," Baba Obasi intoned, his voice resonating with authority. In the heart of the sacred mountains, where the spirits dance with the moonlight, lies a chance for you both. On the night of the full moon, when the veil between worlds is thinnest, you shall journey to the summit. Ejike and Oge listened with awe as Baba Obasi painted a picture of rituals and prayers that would unfold under the watchful gaze of the gods. For that one night, he continued, the gods shall grant you a moment of grace. Ejike, your manhood shall be eased of its burden, allowing you to seek the union you both desire. At that very moment, Ejike, just at that precise moment, the gods will restore your manhood to a normal size for one time only. You must lay with Oge, your wife, immediately, or you will miss the opportunity. With hearts brimming with hope and trepidation, Ejike and Oge embarked on their journey to the sacred mountains. The path was rugged, winding through dense forests and ancient valleys. Yet, their determination forged ahead, fueled by the promise of Baba Obasi's prophecy. As they ascended towards the summit, the air grew thinner, filled with the scent of pine and the whisper of unseen spirits. Ejike held Oge in his arms when the trail became steep, his strength a testament to their bond. At last, they reached the sacred clearing, bathed in the silver light of the full moon. Stars adorned the velvet sky, casting a spell of wonder over the land. Ejike and Oge stood in awe, their hearts beating in unison as they awaited the moment foretold. Baba Obasi arrived at the sacred clearing, his presence commanding the attention of the elements around them. He carried with him an ancient staff adorned with feathers and crystals, symbols of his connection to the divine. Under Baba Obasi's guidance, Ejike and Oge participated in rituals that invoked the blessings of the gods. They danced around the sacred fire, their movements a celebration of life and love. Oge's voice rose in song, her words a prayer for the miracle they sought. As the midnight hour approached, Baba Obasi motioned for Ejike to step forward. With a steady hand, he anointed Ejike's brow with sacred oils, invoking the ancient spirits to grant their request. Tonight, he proclaimed, the veil is lifted. Tonight, the gods bestow their gift upon you. With trembling hearts, Ejike and Oge embraced beneath the canopy of stars. The world around them seemed to fade as they surrendered to the magic of the moment. Ejike's heart overflowed with love for Oge, his desire to bring her joy eclipsing all else. In that sacred embrace, Ejike felt a subtle shift within himself. The burden that had haunted him for so long eased, allowing him to embrace Oge fully. Their love transcended physical limitations, weaving a tapestry of passion and tenderness. He was filled with happiness. Indeed, his manhood was a normal size for the first time in his life. Immediately, they went inside the tent. As they laid together inside the tent beneath the moonlight, a sense of peace settled over them. The prophecy had been fulfilled, and in its wake lay the promise of a future they had dared to dream of. Immediately after the ritual of the full moon, Ejike's manhood went back to the abnormally large size that it was, though he felt a bit sad, but was still overwhelmed with joy for his first experience of penetrating a woman. Oge, on the other end, was filled with so much joy after experiencing intimacy with the love of her life physically for the first time. They both thanked Baba Obasi as his voice echoed into the mountains. "It is complete," he said. As the night turned into morning, Ejike and Oge began their journey back. Ejike and Oge returned to Umuagu, their hearts radiant with joy. The villagers welcomed them with open arms, sensing the blessings that had been bestowed upon them. Oge's glow was undeniable, her laughter a melody that echoed through the village square. Yet, amidst the jubilation, a seed of doubt lingered in Oge's heart. Would their union bear fruit? Would the miracle they had experienced on the sacred mountain bring them the child they so desperately desired? Days turned into weeks, and Oge's heart swelled with a newfound hope. She felt a subtle change within her, a whisper of life stirring in her womb. Each passing day brought them closer to the truth they had yearned for. As Oge's pregnancy progressed, the stirrings of fate cast a shadow over their happiness. She experienced a feeling of nausea and fatigue that left her weakened. Ejike stood by her side, his love a steadfast beacon of strength. They sought the wisdom of Baba Obasi once more, who performed rituals to ward off the lingering doubts. Yet, the village whispered of omens and signs, their curiosity tinged with fear of the unknown. One night, Oge dreamt of a veiled figure cloaked in mist. The figure beckoned her to a sacred grove, where ancient trees whispered secrets of generations past. As she approached, the veil lifted, revealing the face of a seer with eyes that held the wisdom of eternity. "You carry a child of destiny," the seer spoke, her voice a gentle breeze. "But the path ahead is fraught with challenges. Trust in the bonds of love that unite you, for they shall guide you through the trials to come." Oge awoke with a start, her heart racing with the weight of the seer's words. She clung to Ejike, sharing her vision with him as tears of uncertainty fell. As Oge's due date drew near, a shadow of darkness descended upon Umuagu. Strange occurrences unsettled the village, whispers of spirits restless in their slumber. Ejike and Oge felt the weight of unseen forces, their bond tested by the trials of fate. Baba Obasi and the elders gathered to perform rituals of protection, their voices raised in ancient chants that echoed through the night. The air crackled with energy, a battleground of light and shadow. On the eve of Oge's labor, the village held its breath. The moon hung low in the sky, its silvery glow casting an ethereal sheen over Umuagu. Ejike stood vigil by Oge's side, his heart a tumultuous sea of hope and fear. Baba Obasi arrived with the dawn, his presence a pillar of strength amidst uncertainty. He performed rites that called upon the gods to shield Oge and the child she carried from harm. As dawn broke, Oge labored with the courage of a lioness. Ejike held her hand, his voice a soothing lullaby amidst the storm. The village gathered outside their home, their prayers woven into a tapestry of hope and anticipation. With one final push, Oge brought forth new life into the world. The cry of their child pierced the veil of uncertainty, filling the air with the promise of a future reborn. In the first light of day, Ejike and Oge held their newborn son in awe. His eyes mirrored the wisdom of the ages, a testament to the journey they had endured. The village rejoiced, their jubilation a chorus that echoed through the land. Baba Obasi approached with reverence, his heart overflowing with pride. "You have been blessed with a child of destiny," he proclaimed, his voice carrying the weight of truth. "May he bring light to the shadows and hope to the hearts of all." In a ceremony steeped in tradition, Ejike and Oge named their son Nkemdilim, meaning "my own." The village elders bestowed blessings upon the child, their voices raised in harmony with the spirits that watched over them. Nkemdilim grew strong and healthy, his laughter a melody that filled their home with joy. Ejike and Oge watched over him, with hearts overflowing with gratitude for the miracle they had been granted. As Nkemdilim grew, Ejike and Oge faced the trials of parenthood with unwavering love. They nurtured him with wisdom passed down through generations, instilling in him the values of courage, compassion, and respect. Yet, shadows of doubt lingered in the corners of their hearts. Would Nkemdilim fulfill the prophecy foretold? Would he rise to the challenges that lay ahead, his destiny intertwined with the fate of Umuagu? One faithful night, as Ejike and Oge were sleeping, the breeze from the heavy wind was blowing the trees and the roof of their hut. With a sound of lightning, Nkemdilim woke up and began to cry. As Oge woke up to go and check on him, she noticed two figures standing over their child. Two men wearing an overall cloak with a hoodie stood in the shadows. Oge's heart was racing. With a trembling voice, she asked, "Who are you and what are you doing in our house?" One of the men in the shadow replied,
"We are messengers, and we have come to take something that belongs to us."